pre-K. All right, today we are gonna get started. We're gonna make an illustration today. We're gonna work with drawing something, and then we're also gonna work with patterns. And I know you guys have been practicing your patterns for a really, really, really long time. So we're gonna use patterns today, we're gonna use shapes, lines, and we're going to be drawing. So starting off, we're gonna create a pattern. We're gonna need a large piece of white paper, a smaller piece of white paper, crayons, a pencil or a marker, and some glue. So I'm gonna start with my small piece of paper. And I wanna make sure in my small piece of paper that it's pretty equal on either side. It's not all wonky and it's cut up. It looks like a rectangle or a small rectangle. Now I wanna create a quilt. A quilt is like a blanket that has patterns on it. So I'm thinking about different colors of quilt. I'm gonna use maybe another piece of paper to draw my lines. If you have a ruler, that's good. I'm gonna use another piece. And I'm gonna create different types of patterns within this quilt. So I know that I'm gonna have one part of my quilt. I'm gonna practice really hard with my straight lines. If you're having trouble with your straight lines, that's okay. That's why we're practicing. And that's why you are going to start with pencil first. Miss Alsea is using marker because it's easier for you to see, but you are gonna start with pencil. So I'm drawing all my lines, all my little paper. Okay, and this is gonna be my quilt. This is gonna be the blanket part. Now I'm gonna think about different patterns that I could use. Now I know one pattern that I could use is circle, circle. What's the difference? Big circle, small circle. Big circle, small circle. Big circle. Ooh, I want another pattern now. I might do triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, and square. So that's an A, B, A, B, A, B pattern. Why don't we try a different type of pattern? I don't want to do shapes this time. I might do boxes for a color. So I will come back to this part. And then I think I'm going to start it all over again. Circle, 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 circle. What's our next pattern? Even within our quilt and our patterns, we have a pattern. So our next pattern would be triangle, square, triangle, square. And it's okay if it's not perfect because we're trying our best. And then the next part, we're gonna do the line, 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 and line. Now, you're gonna go ahead and get started on coloring that. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm coloring inside the lines. I might make all my circles blue. And then the background, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna use the side of my crayon when I wanna color a big space. Started on the next part. Square, square, square. I'm using the side of my crayon. Side of my crayon. Making sure I'm going in those spaces. You're gonna make sure you finish this entire thing. Coloring it all nice and neat. I'm gonna do one more and then we're gonna move on. Whoa. I'm gonna add maybe a yellow. I love the color yellow. It reminds me of sunshine and all the cool stuff. Oh my goodness. No, you know what? We're just gonna finish it? I want to go to this one now. I think I'm going to do a blue over here. Purple. Whoopsie. Using the side of my crayon. Do an orange. All right, I got 2 more. When we're doing something small, we can use the tip of our crayon. When we're doing something big, we do the side of our crayon. Just like the same thing with colored pencils. And you know what? I haven't used gray. I like the colored gray a lot. Just like we do with colored pencils and markers. And our last one. All right. And whoa, that's dark. I love it. Okay, and I'm gonna do this really light, kind of like a yellow green. And I'm using the side of my marker again. Okay, so I finished my quilt, which is the blanket. And then over here, I'm gonna match it to what is on the paper. So we have to draw the person who is sleeping underneath the quilt. So I'm gonna you're gonna use your pencil. I'm using my marker. And I'm gonna draw the head. And the eyes, because the person's sleeping. So I'm gonna do some little curves. And we're gonna do a smile. And I'm gonna this is gonna be a little girl. I'm gonna give her some hair. And she has a bow tie right there, a hair bow, and some ears. And she's sleeping. And whenever we see someone sleeping, sometimes the noise they make is they're snoring. So I'm gonna put some Z's above her. And then we're gonna do the neck. And then we're going to color. So I'm gonna color my little girl. Color her ears, color her neck. Color her hair, la 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 la. And then our bow. She's sleeping. Give her some rosy cheeks. All right. Now, oh, I forgot. She's not just sleeping on air. She has a pillow. Gotta make sure I draw the pillow. So the pillow is like a rectangle, and we don't want to draw it across her. We're gonna draw it behind her and behind the Z's too. Okay, I'll color that. Color it behind her. She has a beautiful purple pillow. And I'm using the side of my crayon again. All right, now is where we use the glue because she's underneath the blanket. I'm gonna take the paper, use the glue, do the corners, very nice, very nice. Find your cap, place it on your cap. Now, wherever I had drawn the neck, I'm going to match it, and then I'm gonna press down for 5 minutes. 5 seconds, not 5 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you have your little friend sleeping in their patterned quilt. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.